You know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, and I give the clues. Now, I think the clues are going to be important. It's going to be hard, so don't get discouraged if the first few are a little too hard. Hang in there, you'll know some of the names later. Okay, top 20 philosophers. Top 20 philosophers. Okay, here we go. Number 20, the most obscure one. Let's see. Yeah, there she is. Okay. This French thinker was deeply connected with existentialism. Existentialism. You know, that thing. She was also the lifelong partner of Jean-Paul Sartre. Her work examined women's oppression in society. Way back. She wrote something called The Second Sex in 1949. So not that far back. The Second Sex. I like that. She is known as the mother of modern feminism. How about that? She's a philosopher, a French thinker. Anybody have any idea who the French philosopher thinker who wrote The Second Sex in 1949 is? First couple are going to be kind of hard. This is Simone de Beauvoir. Simone de Beauvoir. She once quipped that one is not born, but rather becomes a woman, sparking decades of debate. I don't know what that means. They're philosophers. Oh well. Okay. This one's a lot easier. Excuse me. This Persian polymath was a master of both philosophy and medicine. His canon of medicine was taught in Europe for centuries. Now, let me give you the date. 980 AD. 980 AD. This guy's work actually influenced Thomas Aquinas. Legend has it, he read Aristotle's Metaphysics 40 times before he finally understood it. Okay, so Persian polymath, 980 AD, philosophy and medicine. Anybody know? We need some historians in the house. Doctor, where's Doctor? This guy's name was Ibn Sina, and he has a second name called Avicenna. But Ibn Sina, 980, 1037 AD. My goodness gracious. He had to read Aristotle 40 times before he understood it, so he wasn't that great. All right. We're already on the next one. Number 18. They don't get easier yet. Hang in there. Learn something new. You know, that is the new motto of the channel, is learn something new or learn something new every day. You choose. This English philosopher championed liberty above all. Stuart in the house is an English guy. King? It's not a movie thing. King's not here. He expanded the idea of utilitarianism. He argued for women's rights in the subjection of women. His famous essay on liberty shaped modern liberal democracies. So, There's a key clue. His famous essay on liberty shaped modern liberal democracies. Oh, you know. Very good. I do. Very good. As a child prodigy, he learned Greek at the age of 3, making most kids' preschool skills look pretty unimpressive. Yeah, I'd say so. In preschool, he learned Greek. John Stuart Mill, 1806 to 1873. And you got it. Very good. All right, see, these are easy. So since you thought that was easy, let's go back in time and across the other side of the world. 369 to 286 BCE. BCE, or BC, whatever you like. This Chinese Taoist used humor and paradox to shake up rigid thinking. He told a story about dreaming he was a butterfly. So kind of like Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, same thing. His writing celebrates spontaneity and natural flow. It actually sounds really cool. I think I'd like this guy. I might have to have ChatGPT summarize it for me. He poked fun at Confucianism. He thought it was too serious. No, this isn't Confucius, but that's a good answer. Hang on to that, might come up. He poked fun at Confucius. He thought he was way too serious. His butterfly dream is still debated today. This guy's name was Zhuangzi. Zhuangzi. Something like that. 369 to 286 BC. It's a philosopher. Sounds pretty cool, actually. He poked fun at Confucius. There you go. All right. Now, I know this guy, actually. Not personally, but he is my fellow countryman. He's Danish, and he is considered the father of existentialism. Existentialism. He wrestled with faith, despair, and the leap into belief. He wrote under pseudonyms. One of his pseudonyms was Johannes Climactus. That's funny. Johannes Climactus. His works included Fear and Trembling and Either Or. So that Fear and Trembling, I wonder if that was a basis for, what's his name, right, in Fear and Loathing. I wonder. Huh. Maybe. Could be. Anyway, this is a pretty famous philosopher. 1813 to 1855. Didn't live that long. He once said, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Now that's some philosophy. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Yeah. Soren Kierkegaard. Remember that guy's name? Kierkegaard. There you go. He's a famous one. All right, now, when I used to read philosophy, and I used to study philosophy, this was one of my favorite philosophers from a philosophical standpoint. This Dutch philosopher saw God and nature as one. See? Sounds good already. His radical ideas got him excommunicated from the Jewish community. So he was born in the Jewish community in Amsterdam. His magnum opus is something called the Ethics. He's the original ethics guy. He inspired Enlightenment thinkers with his rationalism. Rational guy. He ground optical lenses for a living. Oh, you know it, Madhu. Very good. You're correct. You're correct. What do you think of Spinoza's philosophy? Seems like when I read it, or I listened to it on a book on tape, I can't remember. Probably book on tape. I kind of liked it. He was literally polishing glass while polishing ideas. Baruch Spinoza, 1632 to 1677. You are correct. Very good. All right. Now, I've heard of the next guy. I don't really remember his philosophy very well, but maybe you do. This Genevan-born thinker, Genevan-born, so Geneva, I think, born thinker influenced the French Revolution. Uh-oh. His ideas of noble, savage, glorified life before civilization. Oh, cool. He believed children learn best through experience, not memorization. Children learn best through experience, not memorization. His social contract declared man is born free and everywhere he is in chains. This is the guy they blame for the French Revolution. What they blame for the French Revolution? He sent his own children to orphanages, despite writing about better education. So if his wife died, he sent the kids to the orphanage. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. 1712 to 1778. A contradiction, historians love to roast him. There you go. All right. Now, we've all heard of this guy, eh? As a philosopher, I think. This Scotsman, Irish Scots, challenged the idea of cause and effect. Challenged cause and effect. He was skeptical about miracles and religion. His empiricism shaped later science and philosophy. This guy inspired both Kant and Adam Smith. Very good, Manu. You know your philosophy. Yeah, he inspired both Kant and Smith. How about that? He once admitted his philosophy made him doubt reality. But then, a good game of backgammon usually cured his skepticism. That's good. You know, what would he think today? We're creating these alternate realities. Somehow it ties into modern physics too. Yeah, it's all getting pretty scary. David Hume is correct. David Hume, 1711 to 1776. He is. I'll grab a sip of water here real quick. All right, I think we know the next guy. Well, we may know. We know the name. 1225 to 1274 AD, so going back a bit. This Italian theologian fused Aristotle with Christianity. It's the guy who did it. Tied it all together. Put a bow on it. His massive Summa Theologica on faith, ethics, and reason. He became a saint in the Catholic Church. He argued that reason and revelation can work together. So that's this guy's big thing, right? He tried to tie together the Greek teaching with the Catholic Church, Christian religion, Christian dogma. There you go. He tied it all together. His nickname was the Dumb Ox because he was quiet until his brilliance made professors eat their words. You might remember this is 1225 to 1274. He became a saint. He's the only saint on our list. Only saint. No? Well, this is Thomas Aquinas. Thomas Aquinas, we alluded to him earlier. He wrote the Summa Theologica. There you go, Thomas Aquinas. All right, number 11. We're almost into the top 10. After this guy. After this French guy. This French philosopher studied power and institutions. He wrote about prisons, hospitals, and sexuality. All right. Now this is a modern guy. Obviously, wrote about sexuality. 1926 to 1984. He only died in 1984. He is linked to postmodernism and structuralism. His style was dense but influential. He once said knowledge is power. But his hairless, iconic book made him look like a villain who already ruled the world. Okay. Oh, he's hairless. I see. I'm sorry. I'm going to reread that clue. His hairless, iconic look, not book, made him look like a villain who already ruled the world. Oh, yeah, he does kind of look like a villain. This is Michael Foucault. Foucault. You know, it's that French word C-A-U-L-T. So is that devout? Foucault? Something like that. All right, let's move on. All right. This is the Chinese guy. Number 10. Now, his dates are 551 to 479 BC. So a long time ago. Remember, they go backwards, right? Yeah, okay. Manu, very good. The date was the key, right? This Chinese sage emphasized ethics and family duty. His sayings were collected in the Analects. He believed rulers should lead by virtue, not by force. Makes sense. His ideas shaped East Asia for millennia. His disciples likely wrote down his teachings after his death, which is why his philosophy feels like one giant group project. So they wrote it down after he died, but they all talked about it before he died. They said, you're correct. This is Confucius. Confucius, eh? They didn't give me any things he said. You know any things he said? What does Confucius say? Confucius, eh? Walk on rice paper. Grasshopper. Walk on rice paper, grasshopper. I think that's what Confucius says. I'm not sure. Walk on rice paper, grasshopper, don't kill fly with cannonball. All right, number 9. Another French guy. This French philosopher gave us modern rationalism. Sounds boring. He linked math and philosophy. You know, here's anything. His method began with radical doubt. I like that, radical doubt. He famously declared, cogito ergo sum. I don't know what that means. Okay, cogito ergo sum. 1596 to 1650. Oh, you knew this one. Very good. Can you tell by the portrait? I think they're pretty accurate, actually, for the most part. I mean, some of those ones that are super BC are probably hard to get the picture exactly right, but there are drawings of all those people, I think. So the robots get these right. These are once again by Gras, the current pictures. They're by Gras. René Descartes. René Descartes. He actually doubted everything. All right, number 8. I've heard of this guy, but barely. This Austrian-British philosopher was obsessed with language. His Tractatus tried to define the limits of what can be said. Later, his philosophical investigations tore his earlier work apart. Bummer. He influenced logic, mind, and analytical philosophy. This is 1889 to 1951, so fairly recent. Austrian-British philosopher. Oh yeah, he looks pretty modern. Austrian-British philosopher. He once taught elementary school, but he terrified the children with his strictness. He wasn't a fun teacher. Hey, Brad, you know who this is? This is Ludwig Wittgenstein. Ludwig Wittgenstein. Or Steen, if you prefer. Ludwig Wittgenstein. Ludwig Wittgenstein. Now I got it. All right, well, you're here for the top 7 philosophers, so you missed all the really hard ones. I think everybody knows this guy. He's everybody's favorite philosopher. This German iconoclast proclaimed, God is dead. God. How do you say it in German accent, though? God is dead. He explored morality, power, and the will to life. His books include Thus Spoke Zarathustra and Beyond Good and Evil. That's my favorite. Beyond Good and Evil. His phrase, Übermensch, was later misused by others. Not Sigmund Freud. It was another German guy. This is the guy who inspired Hitler. I'm not allowed to say Hitler. Uh-oh. Well, I got a funny story about censorship. My censorship of me. I guess it's not really censorship. Not Marx. This is the philosopher who inspired Hitler, Übermensch. This is Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche. Right? Okay. Now you remember. What's going on, man? Gang's almost all here. Top 6. All right, well, this guy's pretty well known. This German philosopher never traveled more than a few miles from home. Hmm, just like me. He revolutionized metaphysics with critique of pure reason. He argued that morality is based on duty, not outcomes. His categorical imperative demands universal ethics. Ma'am! Madou! You guys know this one? Immanuel Kant. Or Immanuel Kant. I like Kant, but I might be wrong. 1724 to 1804. Kant's daily walk was so punctual that neighbors joked they could set their watches by him. So, ADD for Emmanuel. German philosopher, yeah. Critique of pure reason. There you go. He's number 6. That means we're down to the top 5. And I know you know this guy because I've seen his name in your answers. This German thinker critiqued capitalism. This guy was born in 1818 and passed in 1883. He co-wrote the Communist Manifesto. His economic theories inspired revolutions worldwide. What a guy. Yes, okay, you guys know this one? Ma'am, I do. He also penned Das Kapital. Das Kapital. And yes, you are correct. This is Mr. Karl Marx. Yes. Despite his theories, he spent much of his life broke, often borrowing money from his pal, Friedrich Engels. He was a moocher. I think that might have been written by Western propagandists. Hard to know these days, you know? What? From history now, you have to doubt everything that was ever written down in the history books. Pretty much because it's been proven that everything is propaganda. There's no truth in the world. I don't think. All right, Karl Marx is correct. All right, top 4. So we're into the top, the elite philosophers. So I think we know all these guys, or at least most of them. 470 to 399 BCE. This Athenian philosopher never wrote down his teachings. So this is the guy who never wrote anything down. He taught through questioning. He was the guy that always threw out questions. So if you said something, he'd question you. It's now called his method. His star pupils included Plato. One of his pupils was Plato. Ma'am's got it. Brad had it. Brad had it originally. Good job, Brad. Yes, could you tell by the beard? They all had beards, right? Why did they sentence him to die? What was the charge? Why was he sentenced to die? His final act was drinking poison hemlock, turning courtroom defeat into an eternal lesson. And yes, it is Socrates, of course. And his crime was corrupting the youth of Athens. Corrupting the youth of Athens. There you go. Top 3. There we go. Now, let's flip the tables. This student of Socrates founded the Academy of Athens. He wrote dialogues featuring Socrates as a character. He was a character. His famous work, The Republic, explores justice and the ideal state. I'd say Thomas Jefferson might have taken a look at that. Badoo. His theory of forms suggested eternal ideals beyond the material world. This is the kind of interesting stuff in his philosophy, right? He starts talking about the ideal forms and that kind of stuff. Kind of interesting. Yeah, Plato, Mr. Plato, 427 to 347 BCE. In the Republic, he wanted philosopher kings. Today, most philosophers can't even manage rent. Yeah, I think some people still want philosopher kings. Just like we got in the United States now. We have a philosopher king. Right? Oh, yeah, we've wandered a bit away from the ideal of Plato. We wandered a bit away from Plato. All right, number 2. Now, this was Plato's student, so we keep going down the list, right? We went from Socrates to Plato, and now from Plato to... But he disagreed with him all the time. He wrote on logic, biology, ethics, and politics. His work shaped science for centuries. This is the guy who tutored Alexander. Madhu? Ma'am. I guess ma'am had it. Unless that was from the last one. And then you were incorrect on the last one and correct on this one. You know, it went in order, right? Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. Aristotle believed the brain's purpose was to cool the blood. Okay, interesting. Proof that even geniuses miss sometimes. Yeah, exactly. You knew it had to come up sooner or later. Well, who do you think's number 1, you guys? If Aristotle was number 2, we went Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and who's number 1? Wow. Yeah, Brad, I think you could be number 1, or it could be this guy. This sage is credited with writing the Tao Te Ching. Tao Te Ching. He emphasized harmony, humility, and flow. So this is the, what do you call it? Tai Chi? Tai Chi. Tai Chi. That's what they're trying to say. Tai Chi. His philosophy became known as Taoism. This is the Tao guy. His very existence is debated by historians. His very existence is debated by historians. Now, so this guy's before all the other guys. He's the oldest one. He's the Tao guy. Taoism. Tai Chi guy. I don't see the right answer up there yet. All those are good attempts at Chinese names. But incorrect. Legend says he rode off into the mountains on a water buffalo, leaving behind his wisdom like the world's most mysterious mic drop. So he rode off into the mountains on a water buffalo. No, it's not Confucius. Confucius was later. Not by a lot. This is Laozi. 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 The Tao Te Ching guy. That was fun. The robot stumped you at the end there. They kind of set you off with the easy ones. Easy, easy, easy. Bam.